Hello everyone, welcome to Defense IAS Academy. Today, let's see a little about the medieval Indian history, the most frequently asked questions for the UPSC, SSC and the state PSC examinations. So, come on, let's start the session. Question 1. Who among the following defeated Muhammad Ghori near Mount Abu? The correct answer is option A, Bhimdev Solanki. 2. Muhammad of Ghori was one of the rulers of the Ghurid dynasty from the famous house of Sur, who were rulers of Ghor for 500 years. He is credited with laying the foundation of Muslim domination in India that lasted for several centuries. Question 2. Which of the following battles is subject matter of Al-Hakand, a 12th century epic poetic work in Hindi? The correct answer is option C, Battle of Mahoba. Paradi Dev or Parmal, who fought Prithviraj Chauhan III in 1182 AD in the Battle of Mahoba. This battle is the subject matter of the Alha Khan 12th century is an early poetic work in Hindi which consists of a number of ballads describing the brave acts. Question number 3. Which of the following Mughal rulers banned engraving kalma on coins? The correct answer is option B, Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb stopped engraving kalma on coins, forbade the Parsis to celebrate their festival Navaros, released an order to ban the music everywhere and arrest those who listened to the music. His drink was plain water and he used to sleep on ground, something that made him a Sindha fakir. He ended the Mughal pomp of Jarokha Darshan, use of almanacs, the Mughal custom of weighing the emperor in gems, distributing the wealth to the poor on coronation anniversaries. He reintroduced jazia. In summary, he did all that was never done by his great grandfather, and father. Question 4. Which among the following terms was used for the Royal Cavalry of Maratha Army system? The correct answer is option B, the Bargirs. Bargir was the royal cavalry of the Maratha army system. There were two kinds of cavalry, namely Bargirs and the Shieldars. Bargirs were provided horses from the state and thus the horses were property of the royal household and were looked after by the state officers, whereas Shieldars used to keep their own horses. Question 5. The real name of Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II was? The correct answer is option D, Ali Gauhar. The real name of Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II, who ruled from 1759 to 1806, was Ali Gauhar. Question number 6. Which of the following Mughal emperors is also known to be a very good player of Veena? The correct answer is option D, Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb was a good player of Veena among Mughal emperors. He banished singing from his court but not playing musical instruments. Music in all forms continued to be patronized by his queens, and so largest number of books on classical music were translated into Persian during his reign. He is extremely religious bent. Question number 7. When was Guru Nanak Dev born? The correct answer is option A, 15th April 1469. 15th April 1469. Option A is correct. Guru Nanak Dev was born on 15th April 1469 and this day is celebrated as Prakash Divas. So the birthday of Guru Nanak Dev is celebrated as Prakash Divas. Question 8. Sri Harsha was a court poet of which among the following Gahadwala kings? The correct answer is option B, Jayachandra. Sriharsha was a court poet of Jayachandra. Sriharsha was a 12th century Sanskrit poet and philosopher. Question 9. Raja Shekhara, the eminent Sanskrit poet, dramatist and critic who is best known for his work Kavya Mimamsa, has described himself as guru of which king of Gurjara Pratiharas? The correct answer is Mahendrapala I. The option is C, Mahendrapala I. Raja Shekhara was an eminent Sanskrit poet, dramatist and critic of 10th century and was court poet of the Gurjara Pratihara kings. His most important works are Kavya Mimamsa and Karpur Manjari. He had written Karpur Manjari to please his wife Avanti Sundari. Karpur Manjari is written in Sauraseni Prakrit. In his place, Rajshekhara has described himself as teacher or guru of Gurjara Pratihara king Mahendrapala I. Question number 10. Which Mughal emperor had put a ban on killing of animals in certain days? The correct answer is option B, Akbar. Akbar put a ban in 1583 on killing animals on certain days. Question number 11. Who invaded India in 1398 AD during the reign of Nasruddin Mahmud of Tughlaq dynasty? The correct answer is option C, Timur. Timur invaded India in 1398 AD during the reign of Nasruddin Mahmud of Tughlaq dynasty. He carried away with him a large booty from Delhi and the surrounding area. Soon after the invasion, the Tughlaq dynasty came to an end. Question number 12. Which among the following statement is incorrect? The correct option from the given options are option C, Samantha Sen was the son of Hemanta Sen. That is the incorrect answer given in the options in the above questions. Actually, Samantha Sen was the father of Hemanta's son. It's not the son of Hemanta's son. He was the father. Samantha Sen was the father of Hemanta. Now, question 13. Which of the following Mughal emperors shifted his imperial court and residence from Agra to Sikri, later renamed it as Fatehpur Sikri? The correct answer is option A, Akbar. Akbar is the Mughal emperor who shifted his imperial court and residence dome from Agra to Sikri. He shifted his court and residence from Agra to Sikri. And Fatehpur Sikri is a town in the Agra district of Uttar Pradesh, India. The city itself was founded as the capital of Mughal Empire in 1571 by Emperor Akbar. Question number 14. Which of the following Gurudwara in India is the site where the 9th Sikh Singh Guru Tegh Bahadur was beheaded on the orders of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in 1675 AD? The correct answer is option C, Gurudwara Sisganj Sahib. Gurudwara Sisganj Sahib is one of the 9 historical Gurudwaras in Delhi. It was first constructed in 1783 as a small shrine by Baghel Singh Daliwal to commemorate the martyrdom site of the 9th Sikh Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, and was probably expanded after Indian Rebellion of 1857 or after partition of India. Gurudwara Sisganj Sahib is in Chandni Chowk, Delhi. Question number 15. Ashta Pradhan was the council of minister of which among the following? The correct answer is option C, Maratha administration. Ashta Pradhan was a council of 8 ministers that administered the Maratha Empire. It was an administrative and advisory council set up in 1674 by the Maratha leader Shivaji. So it was set up by Shivaji. The 8 officials who were involved with Ashta Pradhan were called Peshwa, Amatya, Vakya Navis, Samant, Sachiv, Pandit Rao, Sa-e Nabur and Nyayadish. Question 16. Which among the following Mughal emperors prohibited the use of tobacco? The correct answer is option B, Jahangir. Jahangir prohibited the use of tobacco in 1617. Jahangir was the fourth Mughal emperor holding the throne from 1605 to 1627. Question number 17. Octagonal shape of mausoleums is the distinctive feature of which of the following dynasties of medieval India? The correct answer is option D, Lodi. Octagonal shape of the mausoleums is the distinctive feature of Lodi dynasty. It is an 8-sided mausoleum. This was one of the distinctive inventions of Lodis in architecture in India. Question number 18. Which of the following were the new elements added by Muslim to Indian architecture? 1 is the use of calligraphy. 2. Use of shapes instead of natural forms. 3. Dome. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. It means calligraphy, using of shapes instead of natural forms, and the concept of dome all were introduced by Muslims to the Indian architecture. The Indo-Islamic architecture, it inculcates the elements of Saracenic, Turkish and Arab architecture. So it's like a mix of Saracenic, Turkish and Arab architecture. So it absorbed many features from the local cultures and traditions and combined them with their own architectural practices. So a mix of many structural techniques, stylized shapes and surface decorations came about through the constant intervention of acceptance, rejection or modification of architectural elements. The elements that are added by Muslims to Indian architecture are: first one, it's the use of shapes instead of natural forms, and second is use of calligraphy as inscriptional art. It was also added by Muslims. Muslim added the inlay decoration and use of colored marble, painted plaster and brilliantly glazed tiles. Next one, the dome. It was also a new element that is added by Muslims in contrast to the indigenous Indian architecture, which was of a trabeated order, that is like all spaces were spanned by means of horizontal beams. The Islamic architecture was arcuate. That means arc or dome was adopted as a method of bridging a space. Question number 19. Which of the following places is a famous ski resort? The correct answer is option A, Gulmarg. Gulmarg in Kashmir. It's a town, a hill station and a popular skiing destination and a notified area committee in the Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir, India. The town is situated in the Pir Panjal range in the western Himalayas and lies within the boundaries of Gulmarg Wildlife Sanctuary. Question number 20. Which of the following is a political pamphlet written by Firoz Shah Tughlaq to win the sympathy and cooperation of his co-religionist? The correct answer is option C, Futuhat-e-Firozshahi. Futuhat-e-Firozshahi is a small brochure of 32 pages composed by Sultan Firoz Shah himself. The title of the book literally means Victories of Firoz Shah. We know about Firoz Shah due to this brochure. He was 45 when he became the Sultan of Delhi in 1351. He ruled until 1388. Travels in India is the account of which of the following foreign travelers to India? Foreign travelers to India. The correct answer is option B, Tavernier. Travels in India is the account of Tavernier. Jean Baptiste Tavernier made 6 voyages to Persia and India between 1630 and 1668. He was a gem merchant as well as a historian. Question 22. Which of the following statements are correct regarding administrative system under Arabs? Muhammad bin Qasim divided Sindh and Multan into a number of iqtas or districts. Iqtas were headed by Arab military officers. 3. The subdivisions of the districts were administered by the local Hindu officers. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Muhammad bin Qasim divided Sindh and Multan into a number of iqtas or districts. These iqtas were headed by Arab military officers, whereas the subdivisions of the districts were administered by the local Hindu officers. Question number 23. Which of the following rulers was bestowed with the title Yamin ud Dawla? The correct answer is option C, Muhammad of Ghazni. Muhammad of Ghazni ascended the throne after fighting a battle of succession with his brother. Muhammad's status as a sultan was recognized by the caliph, who bestowed on him the title of Yamin ud Dawla. Question 24. Which of the following was the capital of the first Muslim empire of Afghanistan? Which of the following was the capital of the first Muslim empire of Afghanistan? The correct answer is option B, Ghazni. Muhammad of Ghazni led as many as 17 raids into North India between 1001 to 27 CE. His kingdom stretched from Khorasan and Afghanistan to northern India. He became the first Muslim empire of Afghanistan with Ghazni as its capital. Question number 25. Which of the following kings captured the Iranian cities of Ray and Hamadan? The correct answer is option B, Mahmud. Ghaznivide power reached its zenith during Muhammad's reign. His kingdom stretched from the Oxus and the Indus Valley to the Indian Ocean. He also captured the Iranian cities of Ray and Hamadan from the Buyids. Question 26. Which of the following rulers of Delhi Sultanate appointed an Abyssinian slave, Malik Jamaluddin Yaqut, to the important office Amir-e-Akkur? The correct answer is option C, Razia Sultan. Razia Sultan was the first and the only female Muslim ruler of the medieval India. She appointed an Abyssinian slave, Malik Jamaluddin Yaqut, to the important officer Amir-e-Akkur, which was a superintendent of royal horses. Question 27. Bahram Shah was succeeded by which of the following kings? The correct answer is option A, Alauddin Masood Shah. Bahram ascended the throne with the help of nobles, but gradually these nobles became disordered and constantly bickered among each other. In 1242 CE, during this period of unrest, he was murdered by his own army and succeeded by Alauddin Masood Shah. Question 28. Balban was succeeded by which of the following kings? The correct answer is option D, Kaikubad. After the death of Balban in 1287 CE, Kaikubad, the grandson of Balban, succeeded to the throne. He was raised to the throne by nobles. He ruled the Delhi Sultanate from 1287 CE to 1290 CE. Question number 29. Alauddin Khalji reigned during which of the following periods? The correct answer is option D, 1296 to 1316 CE. Alauddin Khalji ruled from 1296 to 1316 CE. Alauddin silenced everyone who disapproved of him by stopping the mouths of the people with gold. He also won over the army by lavish distribution of presents and money. Question 30. Which of the following was the first Sultan of Delhi who ordered for the measurement of land? The correct answer is option C, Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin Khalji was the first Sultan of Delhi who ordered for the measurement of land. During his time, even the big landlords could not escape the land tax. The land revenue was collected in cash, which in turn was used by the Sultan to pay the soldiers in cash. Question number 31. Which of the following gave Amir Khusrau the title of Tuti-i-Hind? The correct answer is option D, Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin Khalji adopted the title of Sikandar-i-Azam. He gave Amir Khusrau the title of Tuti-i-Hind, which means Parrot of India. Alauddin Khalji was a great patron of the art and literature. Question number 32. Munhiyans refers to which of the following officers? Munhiyans refers to which of the following officers? The correct answer is option C, secret spies. Munhiyans were secret spies who were appointed by Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin received daily reports of the market from barracks who were intelligence officers and Munhiyans. The superintendent of market called Shahna-e-Mandi was assisted by an intelligence officer. Question 33. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was succeeded by which of the following kings? The correct answer is option D, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. After the death of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, due to the collapse of a wooden structure, his son Muhammad bin Tughlaq, also known as Juana Khan, ascended to the throne in 1325 CE. Question 34. Muhammad bin Tughlaq maintained diplomatic relations with which of the following countries? The options are 1. Egypt, 2. China, 3. Iran. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he was the second sultanate of the Tughlaq dynasty and was very tolerant in the religious matters. And he had a diplomatic relation with the far off countries like Egypt, China and Iran. Question 35. Which of the following kings was the successor of Muhammad Khan? The correct answer is option C, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq Shah II. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq Shah II was the son of Fateh Khan and the grandson of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. He ascended to the throne in 1388 CE and ruled the Delhi Sultanate only for 5 months and 18 days. Question number 36. Which of the following was the most competent Sayyid ruler? The correct answer is Kisra Khan. Kisra Khan. Kisra Khan, who founded the Sayyid dynasty in 1414 CE, is said to be the most competent Sayyid ruler. He tried to consolidate the Delhi Sultanate but couldn't do much. So, the most competent Sayyid ruler was Kisra Khan. Question 37. The Atal Devi Masjid in Jaunpur was constructed during the reign of which of the following kings? The correct answer is option C, Ibrahim Shah. Ibrahim Shah was a cultured prince who established schools and colleges, and many learned men enjoyed his patronage. The famous Atal Devi Masjid bears testimony to the excellent architectural work of the reign of Ibrahim. Question 38. Sharkey style of architecture took its name from the style introduced during the reign of which of the following kings? The correct answer is option C, Ibrahim Shah. During the reign of Ibrahim Shah, many scholarly works, both theological and secular, were produced. The Sharkey style of architecture took its name from the style introduced during his reign. Question 39. Muhammad Begarha was succeeded by which of the following king? The correct answer is option D, Muzaffar Shah II. After the death of Muhammad Begarha in 1511, he was succeeded by his son Muzaffar Shah II, who fought with the Rajputs under Medini Rai and succeeded in restoring Muhammad Khalji of Malwa to the throne. Question 40. Which of the following sultan is known for his romantic liaison with Queen Roopmati? The correct answer is option C, Bas Bahadur. Bas Bahadur, who was the son of Shujat Khan, was the last sultan of Malwa and ruled from 1555 CE to 1561 CE. He is noted for his gift of music and poetry. He is also known for his romantic liaison with Queen Rupamati. Question 41. Qutb-ud-Din Aibak defeated which of the following kings to capture Gujarat? The correct answer is option C, Bhima II. In 1195 CE, Qutb-ud-Din Aibak captured Aligarh and Ranthambore. Then he set out to capture Gujarat. He attacked Bhima II, the Solanki king of Gujarat, and defeated him and thus conquered Gujarat. Question 42. Qutb-ud-Din Aibak ruled during which of the following periods? The correct answer is option C, from 1206 to 10 CE. Qutb-ud-Din Aibak ruled from 1206 to 10 CE. He worked as a viceroy from 1192 to 1206, but after the death of Muhammad Ghori, he declared himself independent. He had the Qutba read in his name and became ruler. Question 43. Qutb Minar was constructed by Qutb-ud-Din Aibak in the memory of which of the following famous Sufi saints? The correct answer is option C, Khwaja Qutb-ud-Din Bakhtiyar Kaki. Qutb-ud-Din Aibak started the construction of the Qutb Minar, only the first story. It was constructed in the memory of the famous Sufi saint Khwaja Qutb-ud-Din Bakhtiyar Kaki. Question 44. The Turkish chiefs of Delhi invited which of the following to ascend the throne in place of Aram Shah? The correct answer is option C, Iltutmish. Aram Shah proved to be a quite incompetent and inefficient. Some of the nobles also rose in rebellion. The Turkish chiefs PF Delhi invited Aibak's son-in-law Iltutmish as ascended to the throne. Question 45. Iltutmish was succeeded by which of the following kings? The correct answer is option C, Ruknuddin Firuz Shah. Ruknuddin Firuz Shah was a Delhi Sultanate ruler who ruled for less than 7 months in 1236 CE. He was the eldest son and successor of Iltutmish, who was put on the throne by the nobles. Question 46. Which of the following was the successor of Razia Sultan? The correct option is option C, Bahram Shah. Bahram Shah was the 6th Sultan of the Mamluk dynasty. He was a son of Shams Uddin Iltutmish and reigned from 1240 CE to 1242 CE. He defeated and killed Razia Sultan and ascended the throne. Nasruddin Muhammad was succeeded by which of the following kings? The correct answer is option D, Balban. Nasruddin Muhammad was succeeded by Ghiyas-ud-Din Balban, who was the 9th Sultan of the Mamluk dynasty. He ruled the Delhi Sultanate from 1266 CE to 1286 CE. He was the most powerful ruler of the Sultanate between Shamsuddin Iltutmish and Alauddin Khalji. Question 48. Which of the following department was called Diwan-e-Ars during the reign of Balban? The correct answer is option A, military department. Military department was called as Diwan-e-Ars. Balban separated the Diwan-e-Unsarat, that is a finance department, from Diwan-e-Ars, military department. He organized the Diwan-e-Ars and deployed the army in different parts of the country to put down the rebellion. Question 49. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Alauddin Khalji's rule? 1. He wanted to revive Balban's policies of ruthless governance. 2. He curbed the powers of nobles and the interference of the ulema in the matters of the state. 3. Alauddin established a huge permanent standing army. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Alauddin Khalji wanted to revive Balban's policies of ruthless governance. He curbed the powers of the nobles and the interference of the ulema in the matters of the state. Alauddin established a huge permanent standing army. So, all the three statements is correct regarding Alauddin Khalji's rule. Question number 50. Ibn Battuta visited India during the reigns of which of the following kings? The correct answer is option D, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was very tolerant in religious matters. It was during his reign the famous traveller Ibn Battuta came to India in 1334 CE and acted as an Qasi at Delhi for 8 years. Question 51. Which of the following built a palace in the Hila Rai Pithora and named it Qasr-e-Safed? The correct answer is option A, Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak of Slave dynasty built a palace in the Hila Rai Pithora which he named as Qasr-e-Safed. However, today there hardly remains any sign of this palace. Question 52. Deva Raya I was defeated by the which of the following ruler? The correct answer is option B, Firoz Shah. Deva Raya I had constant fights with neighboring kingdoms. Early in his career, he was defeated by the Bahmani ruler Firoz Shah and had not only pay a huge indemnity but also had to marry his daughter to the Sultan. Question number 53. Krishna Deva Raya invaded Bijapur in which of the following years? The correct answer is option A, 1523 CE. When Krishna Deva Raya was campaigning in the east, Raichur Doab was taken over by Ismail Adil Shah of Bijapur. Krishna Deva Raya later recaptured Raichur, Mudgal and some other regions after defeating Ismail with the help of the Portuguese gunners, and in 1523 CE he invaded Bijapur and captured more forts. Question number 54. Which of the following port was the center of trade in luxury commodities during the rule of Vijayanagar kingdom? The correct answer is option A, Port of Malabar. Though the port of Malabar, through the port of Malabar, the Vijayanagar rulers imported high quality horses from Arabia and other Gulf countries. So, the port of Malabar served as a entry point for high quality horses from Arabia and Gulf countries. The port of Malabar was also the center of trade in luxury commodities. The Vijayanagar rulers always attempted to control the port of Malabar. Question number 55. Which of the following authored the famous work Madura Vijayam? The correct answer is option A, Ganga Devi. During the rule of Vijayanagara kings, the position of the women was not much improved. However, some of them were learnt. For example, Ganga Devi, who was the wife of Kumara Kampana, authored the famous work Madura Vijayam. Question 56. Which of the following statements are correct? Vithala Swami and Hasara Ramaswamy temple was built by Devaraya I. Then Hasara Ramaswamy temple adorned with sculptures illustrates the main events from the Ramayana. And 3. Vithala Swami temple is a portrays or it portrays magnificence in floral sculpture. Select the correct option from the correct codes given below. The correct answer is option B. Only 2 and 3 means only 2 and 3 options given in the question are correct. Vithalaswamy and Hazara Ramaswamy temples was built by Krishna Deva Raya, not Devaraya I. It is Krishna Deva Raya. The Hazara Ramaswamy temple is adorned with sculpture which illustrates the main events from Ramayana. Vithalaswamy temple is a portrait or it portrays the magnificence in floral sculpture. Question 57. Which of the following built the Balakrishna temple? The correct answer is option C, Krishna Deva Raya. One of the important temples built by Krishna Deva Raya was the Balakrishna temple. It was built for the image of Balakrishna brought from Orissa. Vithalaswamy and Hasara Ramaswamy temples were also built by Krishna Deva Raya. Question 58. Which of the following statements are correct regarding building in Vijayanagara kingdom? 1. There was an elaboration of the temple complex by the addition of a number of structures. 2. The shrine of the chief goddess Amman Koil and the Kalyana Mandapam were considered to be indispensable parts of the temples. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 options given in the question are correct. There was an elaboration of the temple complex by addition of a number of structures in the temples of the Vijayanagara Empire. The shrine of the chief goddess, that is Amman Koil, and the Kalyana Mandapam were considered to be indispensable parts of the temples. Question number 59. Parvati temple is located at which of the following places? The correct answer is option B, Chidambaram. Parvati temple is located at Chidambaram. Other distinguished temples of Vijayanagara Empire include those of the Varadraja and Egambara Natha temples at Kanjipuram and the Jambukeshwara temple near Tiruchirappalli. Question 60. Which of the following are the features of paintings of Vijayanagara? 1. Use of bold lines and artistic color schemes. 2. They have been executed with mastery, skill and great imagination. 3. Themes of Vijayanagar paintings are considered uninteresting. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. The features of paintings of Vijayanagara paintings are as follows. They use bold lines and artistic color schemes, and they have been executed with mastery, skill and great imagination, and mostly the themes in the Vijayanagar paintings are considered uninteresting. Question number 61. Devaraya was continually at war with which of the following kingdoms? 1. Velamas of Telangana. 2. Bahmani Sultan of Gulbarga. 3. Reddys of Kondavidu. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Devaraya I was a king of the Sangama dynasty of the Vijayanagara Empire who ruled from 1406 CE to 1422 CE. Throughout his reign, Devaraya was continually at war with the Velamas of Telangana, the Bahmani Sultan of Gulbarga, the Reddis of Kondavidu, and the traditional rivals of Vijayanagara, the Gajapatis of Kalinga. Question 62. Devaraya II's rule is associated with which of the following periods? Correct answer is option D, 1425 to 46 AD. Devaraya II ruled from 1425 to 46 AD. Devaraya II was the greatest of the Sangama dynasty rulers. He was an able administrator, an ambitious warrior, and a man of letters. Question 63. Achyuta Deva Raya was succeeded by which of the following kings? The correct answer is option A, Venkata Raya. After the death of Achyuta Deva Raya, the succession was disputed. His son Venkata I, also called as Venkata Raya or Venkatadri Raya, succeeded him, but he was a weak ruler and was killed 6 months later. Question 64. Which of the following was the last ruler of Tuluva dynasty? The correct answer is option C, Sada Siva Raya. Sada Siva Raya was the last ruler of the Tuluva dynasty. He ascended the throne after the death of Venkata Raya. He was a puppet in the hands of his minister Aliya Rama Raya, who was the de facto king. Question 65. Which of the following were the administrative units in Vijayanagar kingdoms? 1. Mandalams, 2. Nadus, 3. Stalas, 4. Gramas. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The kingdom was divided into different administrative units during the rule of Vijayanagar Empire in southern India, which ruled from 1336 CE to 1672 CE. The administrative units were called as Mandalams, Nadus, Talas and Gramas. Question number 66. Which of the following Bahmani king invaded Warangal in 1424 CE? The correct answer is option B, Ahmad Shah Wali. Ahmad Shah Wali, who ruled the Bahmani kingdom from 422 CE to 1422 CE to 1435 CE, continued the struggle for the domination of the southeastern seaboard. He invaded Warangal from 1424 to 1425 CE and defeated and killed its ruler and annexed most of its territories. Question 67. Which of the following Bahmani king shifted the capital from Gulbarga to Bidar? The correct answer is option B, Ahmad Shah Wali. Ahmad Shah Wali ruled the Bahmani kingdom from October 1, 1422 to 17 April 1436 and was a great patron of arts and culture. That's he liked arts and culture. He shifted his capital from Gulbarga to Bidar. Question number 68. Which of the following was the 4 provinces into which the Bahmani kingdom was divided? 1. Daulatabad, 2. Bidar, 3. Berar, 4. Gulbarga. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The Bahmani administrative system was well organized. The Sultanate was divided into 4 administrative units which were called as Taraf or provinces. These provinces were called Daulatabad, Bidar, Berar and Gulbarga. Question number 69. Which of the following ministers were present in the administration of the Bahmani kingdom? 1. Wazir-i-Kul. 2. Amir-i-Jumla. 3. Wazir-i-Ashraf. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Means all the three persons mentioned, Wazir-i-Kul, Amir-i-Jumla and Wazir-i-Ashraf, all were present in the administration of the Bahmani kingdom. During the rule of the Bahmani kingdom, the prime minister was known as Wazir or Wakil-i-Sultanate. The minister responsible for the finances of the kingdom was known as Amir-i-Jumla, and Wazir-i-Ashraf was the minister responsible for external affairs. Question number 70. Ahmad Bahri Nisan Shah was succeeded by which of the following? The correct answer is option B, Burhan Nizam Shah 1. Ahmad Bahri Nizam Shah was succeeded by his young son named Burhan Nizam Shah I. Burhan Nizam Shah I, helped by his able commanders to protect the kingdom against the Imad Shahis of Berar and the Adil Shahis of Bijapur. The bone of contention was Sholapur. Question 71. Which of the following king entered into an alliance with Vijayanagar to besiege Ahmednagar? The correct answer is option A, Ali Adil Shah I. During the reign of Ali Adil Shah I of Bijapur, the state of Bijapur and Vijayanagar came very close to each other, and Ali actually paid a visit to Vijayanagar city. He also entered into an alliance with Vijayanagar to besiege Ahmednagar. Question 72. Which of the following wrote the book Kitab-i-Navras? The correct answer is option B, Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Ibrahim Adil Shah II ruled the Sultanate of Bijapur from 1580 CE to 1627 CE. He was a great patron of music and played many musical instruments. He also wrote the book Kitab-i-Navras, Book of Nine Rasas in Dakhni. Question 73. Which of the following was the first Sultan of Golconda to assume the title of Sultan and to issue coins in his own name? The correct answer is option D, Ibrahim Qutb Shah. Ibrahim Qutb Shah was the first Sultan of Golconda Kingdom to assume the title of Sultan and to issue coins in his own name. Ibrahim Qutb Shah was the son of Sultan Quli Qutb ul Mulk and came to throne in 1550 CE. Question 74. Which of the following elements were present in Qutb Shahi architecture? 1. Hindu elements. 2. Persian elements. 3. Moorish elements. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. The Qutb Shahi architecture had distinct components of Hindu, Persian, Moorish and Mughal styles, culminating in its own unique identity. The buildings and the monuments during the Qutb Shahis comprised large, spacious halls and compartments with lofty arcs rising to 2 or 3 stories. Question 75. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Sufism? Sufism stresses on love and devotion as effective means of the realization of God. 2. Sufis lay stress on inner purity. 3. Sufism stressed on meditation, good actions, repentance for sins, performance of prayers and pilgrimages, fasting, charity and suppression of passion by ascetic practices. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Sufism stresses on love and devotion as effective means of the realization of God. Sufis lay stress on inner purity, and Sufism stressed on meditation, good actions, repentance of sins, performance of prayers and pilgrimages, fasting, charity, and suppression of passions by aesthetic practices. What, according to Moinuddin Chishti, was the highest form of devotion to God? 1. Redress the misery of those in distress. uh, 2. Fulfilling the need of the helpless. 3. Feed the hungry. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Muinuddin Chishti, who settled in Ajmer around 1206 CE, argued that the highest form of devotion to God was to redress the misery of those in distress, and second one, fulfilling the need of the helpless, and 3, to feed the hungry. Question 77. Which of the following statements are correct about Sufism? 1. The doctrine of fana, or annihilation of the self, was considered by all Sufis to be the ultimate step in achieving divine communion with God. 2. Sunnah in Islam refers to saying and living habits of Prophet Muhammad as recorded in the Hadith. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The doctrine of fana, or annihilation of the self, means the ultimate step in achieving divine communion with God. Sunnah in Islam refers to the saying and living habits of Prophet Muhammad as recorded in the Hadith. Question 78. Which of the following spoke about the doctrine of Wahdat al-Wujud, or the unity of being, that had a profound influence on Sufi thought worldwide? The correct answer is option C, Ibn Arabi. In the later part of the 12th and early 13th centuries, the great Andalusian Sufi Ibn Arabi spoke about the doctrine of Wahdat al-Wujud, or the unity of being, that had a profound influence on Sufi thought worldwide. Question 79. The Bahmani Sultan Ahmad Shah was a great patron of which of the following cultural traditions? 1. Persian, 2. Turkish, 3. Arab. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option C, only 1 and 3. The Bahmani Sultan Ahmad Shah was a great patron of Persian and Arab cultural traditions. Ahmad Shah Wali Bahmani invited many Sufis from Persia to his new capital of Bidar in the Deccan. Question number 80. Which of the following was the successor of Sheikh Ibrahim Multani? The correct answer is option B, Ibrahim Muqtamji. Habibullah and Muhibullah, who were the brothers of Shah Nurullah, established a Qadri Kanaka at Bidar, which emerged as an important Qadri center in India. Other famous Qadris of Bidar were Sheikh Ibrahim Multani and his son and successor Ibrahim Muqtamji. Question 81. The Mughal Empire was founded by which of the following? The correct answer is option B, Babur. The Mughal Empire was founded by Babur. He was a Central Asian ruler who claimed lineage from Timur on his father's side and from Chagatai, the second son of Mongol ruler Chengiz Khan, on his mother's side. 82. Which of the following established an all India empire by breaking the power of Rajput Confederacy? The correct answer is option A, Babur. Babur established an all India empire by breaking the power of the Rajput Confederacy in India. Babur always led by example, and he was always prepared to share the hardships of his soldiers. Question 83. Which of the following captured the powerful fort of Rohtas by treachery? The correct answer is option C, Sher Khan. While Humayun was busy in his conquest, Sher Khan became the unquestioned master of Bihar. Sher Khan captured the powerful fort of Rohtas by treachery. He left his family safely at Rohtas and invaded Bengal and captured Gaur, its capital. Question 84. Which of the following built the temple of Govinda Deva at Vrindavan? The correct answer is option C, Akbar. Akbar got constructed his own tomb at Sikandra near Agra, which was completed by the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. Akbar also built the temple of Govinda Deva at Vrindavan. Question 85. Which of the following writers composed Kitab ul Tawarik? The correct answer is option B, Abdul Qadir Badayuni. Abdul Qadir Badayuni was the first Grand Mufti of India who lived during the rule of the Mughal Empire. He translated the Hindu works, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Abdul Qadir Badayuni also wrote Kitab ul Tawarik. Question 86. The maintenance of etiquette at the court was the responsibility of which of the following? The correct answer is option C, Mir Saman. The Mir Saman was the officer in charge of the royal household and the royal karkhanas. Only those nobles who enjoyed the complete confidence of the emperor were appointed to this office. The maintenance of etiquette at the court, the control of the royal bodyguard, etc. were all under the supervision of Mir Saman. Question 87. Which of the following were appointed mainly in towns by the imperial government and were in charge of law and order? The correct answer is option D, Kotwalas. The Kotwals were appointed mainly in town by the imperial government. They were in charge of law and order. The Amil used to help the Shikdar in the task of revenue collection. Question 88. Akbar bestowed which of the following with the title of Diwan-e-Ashraf? The correct answer is option C, Raja Todar Mal. Raja Todar Mal, who overlooked the revenue system, introduced the standard weights and measurements, revenue districts and officers. In 1582 CE, Akbar bestowed on him the title of Diwan-e-Ashraf. Question 89. In which of the following years Shah Jahan launched a prolonged campaign in the northwest frontier to recover Kandahar and other ancestral lands? The correct answer is option A, 1649 AD. The Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan launched a prolonged campaign in 1649 AD in the northwest frontier to recover Kandahar and the other ancestral lands, but all his campaigns failed. Question 90. Which of the following got Baibadal Khan to build the peacock throne? The correct answer is option A, Shah Jahan. The Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan got Baibadal Khan to build the peacock throne. On this throne, Shah Jahan inscribed the Amir Khusro couplet, "If there is a paradise on earth, it is here." Question 91. Which of the following introduced the Dawsala system? The correct answer is option A, Akbar. Akbar introduced the Dawsala system in 1580 CE. Under this system, the revenue was fixed on the average yield of land assessed on the basis of past 10 years or Dah years. Question 92. Which of the following were the followers of the new religion introduced by Akbar called Din-e-Ilahi? 1. Birbal. 2. Abul Fazal. 3. Abul Faisi. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Akbar promulgated a new religion called Din-e-Ilahi or Tayhund-e-Ilahi, divine monotheism, in 1582 CE. He believed in one God and in Sul-e-Kul, peace to all, during his lifetime. It had only followers including Birbal, Abul Fazl and Abul Faisi. Question number 93. The fifth Sikh Guru Arjan Dev was beheaded for supporting the rebel Prince Khusrau by which of the following Mughal king? The correct answer is option D, Jahangir. Jahangir's rule witnessed a spate of rebellions. Jahangir's eldest son Khusrau also revolted but was defeated and imprisoned. Even Arjun Dev, the fifth Sikh Guru, was beheaded for supporting the rebel prince Khusrau. Question 94. Which of the following led the expedition against the Ahoms in 1662 CE? The correct answer is option C, Mir Jumla. Aurangzeb tried to expand Mughal power in Assam. Mir Jumla, who was the Aurangzeb's ablest general and also the governor of Bengal, led the expedition against the Ahoms in 1662 CE. Question 95. Which of the following was the first puppet ruler in Mughal India? The correct answer is option C, Jahandar Shah. The Mughal emperor Jahandar Shah was the first puppet ruler in Mughal India. He ascended the throne because of the support of a powerful Iranian noble and his wazir, Zulfikar Khan. Question 96. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Jaghdari Crisis during the reign of Aurangzeb? 1. The Jaghdari Crisis led to an unhealthy competition among the nobles to gain control over the fertile Jagirs. 2. The Jagirdars faced the insecurity of getting transferred within a short period. 3. The problem worsened further during the reigns of Jahandar Shah, Farrukhsiyar and Muhammad Shah, when more and more Mansabdars continued to be appointed. Select the correct option from the codes given below. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. The Jaghdari crisis during the reign of Aurangzeb led to an unhealthy competition among the nobles to gain control over the fertile Jagirs. The Jagirdars faced the insecurity of getting transferred within a short period. The problem of Jagirdari worsened further during the reigns of Jahandar Shah, Farrukhsiyar and Muhammad Shah, when more and more Mansabdars continued to be appointed. Question number 97. Shivaji captured Torna from the ruler of Bijapur in which of the following year? The correct answer is option B, 1646 CE. Shivaji started his career as an independent young prince at Pune. In 1646 CE, he captured Torna from the ruler of Bijapur and with the booty he built the fort of Raigarh. Question 98. Which of the following was nicknamed as Kalusha? The correct answer is option A, Sambhaji. Sambhaji Bhosle was the second ruler of the Maratha kingdom who ruled the Maratha kingdom from 1681 CE to 1689 CE. He succeeded Shivaji. He was nicknamed as Kalusha, which means instigator of strife. Instigator of strife. Question 99. After the death of Raja Ram, who assumed the control of the Maratha Empire? The correct answer is option B, Tarabai. After the death of Raja Ram in 1700 CE, who ruled the Maratha Empire from 1989 CE. His widow Tarabai assumed the control of Maratha Empire in the name of her infant son Shivaji II. Question 100. In which year Baji Rao I captured Salsette and Basin from the Portuguese? The correct answer is option A, 1722. In the year 1722 AD, Baji Rao I captured Salsette and Basin from the Portuguese. He also shifted the administrative capital of the Maratha Empire from Satara to Pune in 1728 AD. Thank you. Thank you for being with us in this session of medieval history. I hope you got an idea of the frequently asked questions in the UPSC exams. If you like the video, please do subscribe the channel Defense IAS Academy. Thank you.